Why did I flip my classroom? So I've actually been really excited to make this video because flipping my classroom I feel like has re-energized me about teaching in general and allowed me to become the teacher I knew I always could be, but I wasn't sure how to get before. When I first heard about flipping my classroom, I tried it out once with a really simple video. What was amazing and what made me so much more passionate about this was my students actually asked for more videos. They liked that they could see me and that they could replay it over and over again if they missed it the first time, that the fast writers didn't have to wait for the slow writers to finish writing, and the slow writers didn't leave out words because they felt guilty that the fast writers were waiting for them. It was all on them, and they could take their time and really do it and go through the video exactly how they wanted to. But the two big things that have kept me doing it are the efficiency and the ability for differentiation. So I'll first talk about the efficiency with it. My classroom routines basically looks like this. Before I ever assign the notes, we'll take a pre-test on the topic. While the students are taking the notes, while that assignment is out there, I now have time to analyze their pre-test scores and assign them into groups based on what they know. So when they come in after the notes are due, they know and they are expecting new groups of students who know the same thing as them. Now at first when I approached that, I was really nervous that the students would easily see that this is a group of the kids who don't know anything and this is a group of kids who've already got it, and they would feel sad if they didn't know things, and they would be like, whatever, I know everything, I don't have to try it all. And so I said, what is it that I want them to understand from this process? So I made a big poster on the wall and I put it up, and when we first introduced this, I said to the students, and something in it really struck home for them. I said, there is no shame in not knowing something you haven't been taught. The shame is in not learning more. And this took the responsibility of motivating the students off of me and into themselves. No one wants to feel like there's shame upon them. And so those low students felt like, oh, it's not a big deal, I don't know it. I haven't been taught yet. That's okay. And the high students said, like, sure, I know it. Now I need to learn more. Otherwise, what have I been doing here? And it really changed the whole basics of how the classroom worked and how motivated the students were to work, because it was really coming from internally. They really wanted to do the work. Because they're in those different groups, I have been allowed to differentiate my classroom like never before. Differentiation for me was one of my personal goals this year. I felt like I was either really doing a good job of, enriching the students who already got something and pushing them further, and if I did a really good job with that, the kids who didn't understand it as well kind of got left behind. Or if I was like, all right, we're going to make sure everybody knows this topic, and I brought them up and I was taking my time and I was going nice and slow, and those kids who already got it, they were bored. They were like, we get this already. This is way too many examples, way too much details. I know what you're talking about. So instead, with this differentiation where the students take notes and then I tailor the activity, it allows me to challenge the kids who know the law at the same time as bringing up those ones who need help coming up to speed. I can truly now say that I teach all of my students based on what they need to know per topic. And that per topic is a huge deal, because it's not like I tested my kids once and I've said, yep, these are the kids who work well and these are the kids who won't, and this is how I'll divide it up. It's based on per topic. You can have a kid who knows a ton about a lot of things, but when you come to that one topic that he has never heard of before, now you can really bring him back up to speed. And you might have that student who's always in the low reading group or whatever it is, and now you come to something and they're really good at it. They enjoy the opportunity to work with those kids who already know it too and really excel. And that, in a nutshell, is why I flipped my classroom.